Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so.
You'll see pretty browns in beautiful gowns. You'll see tailor-mades and hand.
Lucky enough to call Ryan our best friend since as early as first grade, and we've been inseparable for over 20 years. Whether you've known Ryan though for 20 years, 5 years, 1 year, she's the kind of person that you want in your corner, and you can trust that she'll always have your back. Ryan provides the kind of friendship that you never have to question. She's genuine, caring, selfless, all the things that make up a really good true friend. She lifts our spirits in times of need with her optimism and her positive outlook on life always. Something you can't help but want to be around. She leads by example, and she always encourages us to be the best versions of ourselves.
So you can imagine the amount of stories that accompany over a 20-year friendship. But out of all the stories we could tell about Ryan, her and Joe's story is our favorite. So Ryan, the second Joe walked into your life, we knew you found such an easy and effortless kind of love, and it's no surprise we're here today watching you say yes to forever. So how did we know when Joe was the one? Well, there's many answers to this question, but one of the first stories we love is when Ryan and Joe were at URI, and Ryan had an obligation to be somewhere but was very sick, and Joe doubled as a boyfriend and hairstylist and makeup artist to help her get ready for the night. And we got a photo sent to us of Joe straightening Ryan's hair at University of Rhode Island, and we knew she found a husband. And these heartfelt gestures have only grown over the years.
When thinking of Ryan and Joe, qualities that stand out among the rest are devotion and loyalty, and their commitment to each other and their love for their family and their friends is what brings us all here today, and to celebrate the two that have been so good to all of us. You complement each other effortlessly, and your love for each other truly radiates. The kind of love you can't help but admire.
We know that your love and your looks will continue to age like a Rufino wine. And we couldn't be happier for you two to take on the world together. So, one more toast, and with all that said, please raise your glasses for Mr. and Mrs. Pellegrino.
So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Mike the Alco, aka Bag. And I've grown up with Joe, and we've known each other for over 20 years. Since the days of the Buccaneer football and the best cedar golf team to ever come out of Cooperstown. It's a fact.
That is very true. For those that don't know who I am, my name is David Sinisi, aka Davidenko, or like Ryan likes to call me Davey. I've also grown up with Joe, and I've known him since about 10 years old.
We're truly humbled to have been asked to be his best men, believing that the character and trust he sees in us is only an extension of the unique and caring individual he is. Growing up playing sports together, Hal and I were friends, but it wasn't until high school that we truly became close and best friends. He challenged me as a friend and as a brother, and connected with me in a way no one had before, and helped me grow into the man I am today. From that moment on, it's only been good times and laughs. From Memorial Day weekends, to leaving a 3-minute long equation over a voicemail about upside-down mules. Cheese balls unlimited, and trying to warm up his tongues. But one moment comes to the mind always. It was a December morning waking up after we won the state championship. I slept over at Joe's house, and I went downstairs and outside to grab the paper, got a glass of orange juice, and mistakenly sat in the wrong kitchen seat. All before anyone else was up. Next walks in Mr. Pellegrino. I immediately feared what was going to happen next. I'm holding the paper there and I turn it around. I show him the pic of Cedar Grove on the front page of the Star Ledger, and I was walking with a grin and him uttering, "Nice." I quickly recused myself to the den and waited until Punk got downstairs.
Joe and I had a friendship that seemed to click the moment we stepped foot on a field or a court. This is probably due to the fact that when it comes to sports, we both are intense and we both don't like losing. Our competitiveness may be the backbone of the beginning of our friendship. We did everything together growing up, and everything we did, we always had to outdo each other. Whether it's playing double shot in his basement, doing sprints to see who was faster, naturally I won. Playing paddleball on the beach. Playing one-on-one basketball at the Caldwell Community Center, which I believe we have a series tie, 21 games apiece. So we do have to have a rubber match. And our competitiveness, we gained so much respect for each other, and we pushed each other to be the best men we could possibly be today. It became very evident that our friendships were shaped differently with Joe, but allowed us not to become just best friends, but brothers.
As we've gotten older, we've seen a tenacious person attack his dream as an entrepreneur, and I've appreciated watching him continue to learn and test himself. But nothing tests him like a game of beer pong. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. I started to see the business Joe when he was at URI and took over the senior week tradition. I also believe this is where he was hit with the realization that he needed a partner to help fulfill his life with and allow him to grow into the man we see today.
So speaking of URI, let me tell you a quick little story. But before I begin to tell you the story, you must know that Joe and Ryan hate when I tell stories because I'm the worst storyteller. But I'm hoping you'll like this one. So for a long time, Mike and I were in agreement that Joe would not find a girl, especially one so compatible with him. Although Mike and I agreed that if, for some chance, Joe did, he might be a one-and-done type of guy and would be the woman to spend the rest of his life with. So back in college, Joe and I would talk on the phone at least once a week, and I remember getting an early phone call from him. Something was different about this phone call. I could just tell by the tone in his voice. Now, if you know Joe, you automatically start thinking like, oh crap, what happened, what'd you do? But he starts telling me about this girl named Ryan. And Joe never really talked to me about girls or any particular girl. So naturally I thought, bro, stop making things up, you're dreaming. But he continued to ramble about how beautiful she was, how stunning she was, how loving she was. And her smile lit up the room, and he just couldn't get her out of her mind. So naturally I started thinking, well, this might be the one Mike and I swore he would never find. Joe tells me about how he waited outside Swan Hall, where Ryan was at class, and so he could see her. And then he offered to bring her books through and walk her to her car, which surprisingly she allowed him. Well, they went out to dinner that night, and look where they are today.
The sentiment couldn't be more true about Ryan. From the first time we were made aware of her, we knew she had to be something special to steal his heart and ground the JoJo Pellegrino we all knew. Like the one on the boat wearing a sombrero poncho. Once we met Ryan, and my wife gave it 2 big thumbs up, we knew Pell was never letting her go. From the sharing of their passion for travel and cuisine, to the intimate way they can keep a smile on each other's face and light up each other's lives.
Ryan, we can all agree how beautiful and sunny you look tonight. You're the most loving, selfless person we've ever met. We know how much we know how much you love Joe and how much Joe loves you. You keep him grounded, you keep him on his toes. You have made him complete. Joe, words can't describe how much you mean to us. You're the hardest working, most loyal person we've ever met, and we're completely honored to be by your side tonight. We know that you are Ryan's biggest fan and supporter, and wherever her career may take her, as well as doing anything in your power to provide for her. Mike and I know that you'll be a great husband. You will be a great husband to your wife. See, the words husband and wife are very important here, and let me tell you why. Joe, I know how close you were to your father. I see his work ethic in you and his love for your family. But we all know how you seem to be the master of coming up with nicknames for everybody. But in fact, we don't have enough time to go through all of the names we've come up with each other. But the one thing that I know, that your dad is looking down on both of you right now and saying, husband and wife, the perfect names for a perfect couple. Joe, I know your father would not be more proud of you.
If there's one word that comes to mind when we think of Pell, Pelly-Rojo, IBP, and the many other nicknames you've garnered over the years, I'd have to say it is intense. You are intense in the way you choose the circle of people you keep close in your life. You are intense in the way you grow business and cheer on Ryan's career. You are intense with the way you live and enjoy every day to the fullest. But most important, you are and will be intense in the way you love and fight for Ryan and your marriage every day of your life.
So remember, that through the highs and lows of life, you'll never be alone because you always have each other.
Everyone, let's grab our glasses, raise and have a cheers to Joe and Ryan. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, now for your first dance as husband and wife.
But you got to have friends. The feelings are so strong. You got to have friends to make that day last long. I had some friends, but they're gone. Something came and took them away, and from the dusk till the dawn, here is where I'll stay, standing at the end of the road, boys, waiting for my new friends to come. I don't care if I'm hungry or cold, I'm gonna get me some of them, 'cause you got to have friends. Ra-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Friends, that's right, you. Oh, you, yeah, you. I said you got to have some friends. I'm talking about friends. That's right, friends. Friends, I had some friends.
You are so beautiful. To me, you are so beautiful.